The Xavier Case Study, Does High Achievement Equal Popularity? By Jasmine Alcaraz, Susan Chavez, Monique Guevara, and Daniela Martinez.
This is Xavier, a low socioeconomic status African American boy who has always struggled academically in school. Compared to his peers, he scores low on tests and barely passes his classes. Currently, he is seventh grader who is still doing poorly in school. His teachers consider him a low-achieving student. We wonder how Xavier has been perceived by his peers as he has moved on throughout higher grade levels. How popular was he in 2nd, 4th, and 7th grade? A study conducted by April Z. Taylor and Sandra Graham from California State University, Northridge, and University of California, Los Angeles, respectively, might help us answer this question. The study named Examination of the Relationship Between Achievement Values and Perception of Barriers Among Low Socioeconomic Status African American and Latino Students. Examine African American boys' academic achievement values across 2nd, 4th, and 7th grade levels through peer nomination and teacher academic rating of students. The study's research question was, is there a difference in African American boys' academic achievement values across levels for 2nd, 4th, and 7th grade? In other words, is there a connection between popularity and academic achievement among African American boys across these grade levels? They hypothesized that 7th grade African American boys would devalue achievement more than in other grade levels. In other words, it is predicted that 7th grade African American boys with low academic achievement will become more popular.
282 African American students in the 2nd, 4th, and 7th grade were recruited for this study. From those 282, 137 were boys and 145 were girls. These students were classified as low socioeconomic status. Popularity among peers was determined through peer nominations. Each grade level classroom was given a booklet containing 3 questions. Who do you admire? Who do you respect? And who do you want to be like? A classroom roster was provided after each question for that the students could circle their choice. Each choice that was made for the 3 questions were then collapsed into one index labeled Value Nominations. Individual achievement levels of the nominated students were rated on a 9-point scale by teachers, 1 signifying very low achiever and 9 signifying very high achiever. The ratings were then used to create 3 achievement levels. Low achievers receive ratings from 1 to 3, average achievers receive ratings from 4 to 6, and high achievers receive ratings from 7 to 9. Graduate students administered the questionnaires. Instructions were read out loud by one experimenter while another circled the classroom to be available to students who needed assistance. Teachers completed students' rating at the same time the students were completing peer nominations. The whole process about 45 minutes.
Once Xavier was in 7th grade, researchers were able to distinguish a pattern regarding his popularity in relation to his academic achievement. An interesting finding from the study was that there was a significant increase for low achievement nominations among the 7th grade African American boys compared to the 2nd and 4th grade African American boys. The 7th grade boys made a 25% jump in choosing low achievement nominations. In studying those results, it was found that each gender ended up nominating others from their same gender. When comparing the achievement nominations for the African American girls, it was found to be quite the opposite. Their low achievement nominations consistently stayed below 10%. Was Xavier going to nominate a low, average, or high achieving peer?
The hypothesis in the study was supported because African American boys in 7th grade nominated more low-achieving peers compared to lower grade levels. Based on this study, Xavier was probably not so popular in 2nd or 4th grade, but his popularity might have increased in 7th grade. A limitation of this study is that it only focused on low socioeconomic status, and therefore it cannot conclude that the findings will be the same for other socioeconomic statuses levels, such as middle-class African American boys. Also, this study examined the nominated students' achievement levels rather than nominating the students because of other characteristics, such as being good at sports. Future research should keep in mind racial socialization literature, which talks about how parents teach their daughters racial pride, which enhances motivation, and teach their sons about discrimination and prejudice, which decreases motivation. The purpose for this study is to understand why there is change in academic achievement values as children get older. In specific with this study, African American boys like Xavier could be helped via interventions to encourage high achievement throughout their adolescence.